Hey, Scotty, welcome to part one of our weekend extravaganza. As always, today we'll cover some Friday night action. We're going to cover all of the Saturday action that's going on. And then part two, we'll hit football at NFL Sunday, and we're going to hit Monday as well. But I do think it's kind of important at this point. One of the greatest institutions of learning, public institutions, is the University of Michigan. And I think they've had a lot to be proud of recently. They won a national title by cheating. They got caught 3 ways from Sunday. And their new head coach got fired and then got busted for home invasion and now is wearing a shackle so he doesn't go anywhere near his victim. How you doing?
So wasn't he fucking her and then stalking her?
I think that's what basically most of the time when you're fucking someone, when you're stalking someone, it's because you were fucking them or you want to fuck them. In this case, I think it's either he was fucking her or him. Let's not make any assumptions. And secondly, I would say it's possible, Scott,
They
that.
already know it's a chick, and they've shown the chick 100 times. Here's the thing that's
But is
interesting
that who he's
about it.
stalking?
Oh, well,
Because
no, wait a minute.
somebody,
I mean,
listen, Scott, somebody fucking was, called up University of Michigan in October and started saying, hey, I got some big fucking news for you, some real big news. And they the guy kind of douched the coach and fucking, put him under the goddamn bus. So I'm wondering, and I'm sure you're right, but I'm wondering, is he angry at the guy? Did he find out who fucking threw him under the bus? I don't know.
Well, I mean, that certainly makes it more intriguing. I'll give you that much. But I'll say this much. You know, he's already gone through one marriage, is what I was told. So this will be number 2. There's no way that chick is staying with him. And then the other thing is that because they got him for cause,
He lost the money.
he's never getting any of that money. So he's going to be one broke ass brother.
Yeah.
And I know this, he ain't getting no jobs coaching anywhere.
No,
At
Scott.
all.
No.
Ever.
No.
Like, when they got you for, freaking out on people, and you're a big time college football coach.
Yeah.
Let's face it, he was the first black head coach at Michigan ever.
Yeah.
And he's fucked that up for anyone else down the road, as far as I'm concerned. And he's never coaching anywhere ever again. Like, he's done. And I don't care what he gets away with, because he's got, both of these charges, whatever, misdemeanors out the ass,
No,
whatever,
yeah.
stalking,
One's a felony.
breaking and entering.
Yeah.
You're fucked. I mean, you are so fucked. It's not even funny. So
He's going to be starring, by the
all,
way. He's going to be starring in The Longest Yard as the coach for the next team. They're going to be having Attica play against the Sheriffs. This fucking guy, Scott, he gave away $16.5 million. What are you doing fucking that person? Fuck your wife. Fuck, I don't know, fuck somebody.
Like, he's fucked. So, you know what I was saying? I was saying to 34C, I was driving her back from the Pharrellinoscopy today, and I'm like, there's no way you can fuck some hot chick and get away with it at that school, at that place, with the mouse running at that place in Ann Arbor, like the rumors and the talk and the media and the attention,
Right.
and the job itself. Like, if you're fucking some hot chick, like, I don't know, somebody said it best. Like, who was it? Ryan Clark said something about, I don't remember exactly the words, but in not so many words, it was, the fucking blonde always gets you. You gotta stay away from blondes.
Scotty, think about this, partner. For real. The moment he says, hey, you know what? This has gone too far, and I love my wife, or, by the way, I just don't love you, or, by the way, get out of my life, or any of those things, she knows he's making $5.5 million a year. The moment he says that, she goes, whoop, dial the phone. Excuse me, Mr. Attorney, I have a lawsuit.
Yeah,
I mean, what the fuck?
I mean, he's so fucked. It's not even funny.
Oh, Scott, he threw it all away.
You know what's funny is that, as you know, you've been friends with me for a long time. I have a notorious reputation. I've been accused of everything.
Yeah.
Um,
You've only done
like I've
80%
been,
of it.
I've been blamed and accused of everything. I have literally. I mean, I might as well have been on death row. I mean, I'm like Wayne Gacy. I mean, I
You're
literally
better
John
looking.
Wayne Gacy.
You're better looking.
I have been accused of doing everything.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that as you know, as your friend, I've accepted all these charges and I've admitted to all kinds of wrongdoing. But I have never, listen, I have never really done anything that stupid.
No.
Like I've partied,
Yeah.
I have done it all,
Yeah.
I've used it all,
Yeah.
I've been there, I was wasted. Yes, they have photos of me.
Yeah.
I did it, and people know I did it.
Yeah.
And then but I've never fucking raped someone. I've never fucking cheated on my wife.
Yeah.
I've never fucked my family over. I have never fucking tapped some young college co-ed, although I've admitted to you even that my son's girlfriend's smoking hot. I'd fuck her, but I can't. I just won't do it. I
No.
want to,
No.
but I won't.
I know.
And
I'm sure she wants to fuck you, you old
partied.
bastard.
Look, I've done everything. They're like, Pharrell partied this. Yes, I did. And I'm guilty, but I've never, I have been accused. I have the police, they all want me, but I've never actually committed crimes. I've never done anything ever felonious. You are fucked. You are fucked. You're a fucking idiot. You're a moron. You're a fucking stupid ass bitch. And he is losing everything. I mean, my guy is going to be sucking dick for crack within 30 days.
Oh, no question. I don't even think it's going to take 30. Let's see. First off, with what the lawyers are going to cost, and you know the deal here, Scott. This guy made $11 million in the last 2 years. And by the way, even when you're the offensive coordinator for Jim Harbaugh, you still make over $1 million, right? He's made money for a while.
$1 million?
Well.
Oh, yeah, as a coordinator. You're right.
Oh, and so think about this money, and now think about what a good lawyer is going to cost you. Because it's not like everyone goes, oh, it's $100 an hour. No, it's $1,000 an hour, you moron.
Right. So, as you know, I have had, let's say, the necessity of a lawyer in the past.
Against the government.
Listen, the difference between me and these people are all I had to do was give some football tickets away.
Yeah.
I didn't have to pay anybody large amounts of money. Lawyers cost large amounts of money. Remember the accountant. I've had accounting problems.
Yeah.
I've had lawyer problems. But all I do is I get the right people that I'm friends with that are attorneys, and all I got to do is give them either my wife sexually or some tickets to a game.
Yeah, and I mean, listen, if it was a Knicks playoff game, I would give the wife, but otherwise, I would.
I think the Knicks will cover tonight. By the way.
Well, listen, you know what? We'll talk about sports for tonight. Final thought here, Scott. Is this just something right now because of the amount of money that's in college sports? There's a lot of new shit. Like this year, you and I have talked about it. Gambling, it's all over the fucking place. Prop bets. I mean, you cannot give a 19-year-old a prop bet to hit or miss a field goal. If you offer him 50 grand, he's going to miss. I mean, that's just life. What is going on? Have we gone too far?
No. Gambling and betting is good. It's as good as sex. I love betting on sports. I cannot watch sports unless I have action on it. I will say this. Who's going to get that job? Now, I've heard from many sources over the last 24 hours that it's this guy, DeBoer, at Alabama. Would you really, honestly, leave Alabama for Michigan?
The answer of that, first off, is no. Because I think in Alabama, the difference, Scott, in Michigan, in general, they look down at rape. In Alabama, they don't like it, but if you're winning, they have flexibility. You know what I'm saying? They give you a little more room there. Is that wrong to say? I'm sorry, Alabama.
How about the people that said that the guy, Campbell, was going to leave Penn State for the Michigan job after he just did the deal at Penn State? I will say this. Chop got into Penn State last night. University
Congratulations.
Park.
Very
Now
nice.
she's gotten into
FAU, baby.
FAU in Boca, and she's gotten into Penn State, University Park. So she's a National Honor Society 4.2. She's going to get into all these colleges, right? She's really smart. So the thing is, it's what I've had this interesting conversation now. The coach at Penn State, he just got the job, and he's talking about loyalty. He's talking about all in one for all. We're going to win a national championship as a unit, as a one, as a driven force, as a commodity, togetherness, and everyone is all on the same page. And then what? A day later, he's going to fucking leave for Michigan? Bullshit. So he could never live that down. A guy that just took that job and sucked all those people off and then leaves a day later for Michigan.
He's not going to do
makes no sense to me. But I will say this. This is what's interesting about it. So Chop got into FAU, which is where she wanted to go, in Boca, which is, let's face it, from September until May, let's just face facts. Those are the best months of the year. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May are the best months of the year weather-wise in Boca. Like sunshine every day, not a cloud in the sky.
Yeah.
Go to the beach, study at the beach, get tan, and wear shorts and flip-flops to class. Or you go to Penn State and you walk in timberlines and freezing cold, snow up to your fucking shins, in blizzards and chilliness. But she did acknowledge the fact that when you go to Penn State, 40,000 students in University Park, they drink and party like hooligans, like soccer, mean street, hooligan, whatever fucking. Just absolute fucking maniacs. Like, it is such a fucking party and such an experience going to Penn State, or even Indiana now is number one in college football in the nation. Kids are going to Indiana left and right, and they get in and they go there just to party, and they're great in football now. They're always decent in basketball. Let's say decent, because they've fallen off from where they used to be, winning 5 national titles. But when you go to a Big Ten school, you forget about the weather and you just party, right? So she now, it would appear to me, has leaned toward Penn State and the party that would ensue over studying at the beach in the sun in the Beverly Hills of
that's a mistake.
The East Coast. Let's face it, Boca Raton is Beverly Hills, East Coast.
That's a mistake. Scott, I'd like to share a little story with you from New Orleans, straight from New Orleans. So I'm staying at these beautiful things. It's called the Cottages. I'm not going to say the first name because there's weirdos everywhere. But listen to me, Scott. We are doing a job in this giant property at the Grand Hyatt in New Orleans. So I go in today. We're doing the location scout for this giant ballroom, this theater we're setting up.
I know where it is.
Scott, there is a zillion kids in football garb, cheerleader garb, the entire hotel, Scotty. I'm going, what the fuck? Is this like a cheerleader convention or something? They go, no. The Final Four of Louisiana football is play this weekend. Tonight is the first game in the Superdome.
You mean high school?
4 teams, high school. The Superdome will be packed with 30 or 40,000 people. The hotel was fucking slammed. And I'm not going to go out of bounds here, bro, but the mom of a lot of the cheerleaders, the moms, dude, do a split, honestly, like, holy shit. But Scott, the kids, you can see they still have the baby face partner, 280 pounds, and they're playing high school football. And they mean business, bro. They mean business.
I know a kid that he was going to Penn State on a full ride, and he's a 320-pound offensive lineman from Jersey.
Right. And
I play basketball with his brother, and he had a full ride to Penn State. When Franklin got fired, he was going elsewhere, let's just say. He had an offer to play at Florida in Gainesville, and at the last minute, Franklin asked him to come to Blacksburg and see Va Tech last weekend, and he went there to the school, and he's now going to play at Va Tech on a full ride for Franklin for the Hokies. And this kid, I mean to tell you, is an absolute monster. He's an offensive tackle, enormous, 300-plus pounder.
He's going to get paid.
The guy's huge. Of course he's going to get paid.
Gonna get paid.
But listen, high school now, a kid 280, he'll get trucked by some kid 330, 340. Yeah. They mean business now. They're growing them like weeds.
Yeah, no. Offensive lineman, 320 now. Scotty, you've got programs, tier 2 programs with all 300 pounds across the line now. It's absolutely insane. And the funny thing I find, Scott, now is that the defense has adjusted, and they're trying to find the next Micah Parsons at 232 or 248 to just speed by them, because you can't, Dexter Lawrence is about as fat as you can get going against an offensive lineman, but you can't get defensive linemen to get to the quarterback in time anymore. You need these fucking amazing athletes. But dude, once again, if I showed you these kids, Scott, I was looking at them, they're all your fucking height, dude, twice your width, and they're 17.
Right.
It's insane, bro. They're just breeding them, man.
I can only imagine. And listen, down there, it's like,
they believe,
because I always remember growing up in Pittsburgh, like Pittsburgh, Western Pennsylvania is a hotbed for high school football. And some of the greatest high school players in the history of college football have come out of there and turned into NFL Hall of Famers.
Sure.
Some of the greatest college football players ever and pro football players ever have come out of there. But nowadays, forget about it. Florida, Louisiana, forget about it. They have gone way above and beyond Pittsburgh and Western Pennsylvania.
It's absolutely unbelievable. You and I have played some basketball.
They don't care about education down there. They care about football.
Scott, it's so out of control right now. And that, I think it brings us right back. Where we started this story, before we get to some betting, we started this story that, things are a little off the rails in college football. I was watching last night. I don't know if you saw, it was a special, and they had a lot of the women, the top 16 volleyball teams, partner.
Yeah.
The amount of money, NLI money in volleyball, I did not know this, bro. They're paying them. They're paying them real money. And the chicks are kind of hot. They're like 6'2", and they're hot. And all the interviews, I swear to God, all the interviews through the whole ESPN show, whatever it was all hot chicks. I'm watching, they're showing the 6 players, and like 5 of them are not hot. But guess who's on the camera? The hot chick.
Tall cups of water, man. Those volleyball chicks, they mean business. Listen, I used to ride my beach cruiser to the beach in Huntington Beach in the morning, and I'd bring a doobie and the USA Today back in the day, because I like to read newspapers to this day. And I used to bring my newspaper to the beach, and I would have the newspaper out. I'd be reading the sports section, but I'd actually be peering over the top of the newspaper and looking at all the 6-foot blondes playing volleyball on the beach. There is nothing like tall volleyball chicks. I don't know where this is headed, but I feel like a pervert.
Yeah, well, I mean, you should. The way you looked when you said, and I peered over, I was like, oh, man, that's...
I'm guilty of nothing. I mean, there's a statute of relations here. I mean, I did that 30 years ago, 35 years ago.
Oh, so you were their age?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you're fine. No problem. Hey, you want to talk about sports?
Yeah, before I get in trouble.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good idea.
Where are you eating tonight, by the way?
Maybe a Bayona, which is an absolutely brilliant French restaurant.
Why wouldn't you go to Acme Oyster Bar or Mr. B's? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Gonna go. Bayona is like fucking, dude, it's a James Beard award-winning restaurant. It's sick. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Scott, I would like to talk about gambling. Basketball, please. Tonight, just gonna throw this out. I know you've got some action on it, but want to talk about games, totals, everything for you. Friday night, Cleveland, Washington. Scott, we've got a 15-point spread.
They're going to whack their ass in D.C.
Really?
The Wizards blow.
Yeah, well, they do blow. It's pretty pathetic. Hey, how about that Atlanta win? Anyway, Atlanta, Detroit.
There's no way I'm not taking the Pistons in Detroit tonight, laying 7.5.
Fair enough. Indiana starting to win some games. I know they're horrific, 6-18,
Same
but they're
thing here, Philly.
fair enough. Hey, what about the total there? Is that going to track meet a little bit? I think the 224 is too low in that game. Any thoughts?
Fair enough. I'll give you that. I'll go over. The next game, that Bulls game, is part of the pay package, so I'm going to plead the fifth.
You got a total on that one?
It's 230 and a hook, and I'd say under.
Interesting. That line may be dropping, Scott. We've also got Utah and Memphis. Man,
Again,
under
I go
240
for that number, and I'm not touching this game. I think they both suck.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Hey, have you just talk? I want to go on a side real quick. New Orleans, just because I'm down here, Scotty. Have you seen the big kid that they traded up? Everyone assassinated New Orleans, and they were right for trading up from 23 to 13 to get that giant monster from University of Maryland. And his name just flew out of my head. But that guy can fucking play. You know what I'm talking about? The big kid.
Derek Queen?
Derek Queen. Thank you, partner. He can ball, bro. Everyone assassinated them, and I know it was a dumb
I bet
move.
on him last night and cashed the ticket, thank God, for everyone, because it's been rough sledding. But I hit how do you bet on the Pelicans and cover a bet is what I want to know, and I did that last night.
You did that, yeah. And Fears, by the way, also. Scott, if you saw it, they scored about 1 million points, but Fears, the other rookie, scored out of his ass last night, too. Chicago and Charlotte. Boy, Charlotte.
Yeah, like I said, it's part of the pay package.
Got
I
it.
want nothing to do with it.
Utah, Memphis.
Like I said, I don't want anything to do with these two teams either. But the two remaining
It's going
games are the
under.
Nets, Mavericks, and the T-Wolves and Dubs. And I did bet on the that last game, so I have no comment on the Dubs game in San Francisco. Then as far as the Nets and Mavericks, they both suck so bad, I'd be willing to keep that under too.
Hey, did you see that their big center? I feel bad for the kid. Dallas, he's out for the year with foot surgery. I think 8 points might be too much in that game, though. Although, I mean, look, Dallas is playing better, so I don't know. I'm probably with you. Who wants to touch that? Let's go to football. But NCAA, Scotty.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk Saturday games. We have Army against Navy. You and I always love this game. Army against Navy.
Well, look, here's the facts. It's always a close game. It's always a war. And I wonder, Navy's the better team. Navy is way better than Army this year.
Absolutely.
But I have a hard time laying 6.5 in this game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to take you to a game that I think also the line may be just a little bit too high. Stephen A. Austin, Montana State, great team. But Stephen A. Austin is getting 15.5 points. Is that too much?
Yeah, Stephen F. Austin playing against
I call Stephen A.
Montana State. The game's in Bozeman. I still think Montana State covers and wins at home in Bozeman.
Wow, interesting. Villanova at 11-2, Tarleton 12-1.
I actually think Villanova, they beat your Lehigh team last week. It's giving them too many points.
I agree with you. I think that actually is a really good bet. Prairie View A&M and South Carolina State, Scott.
I mean, honestly, I can't even speculate.
Not a problem. I'm gonna save you the trouble. Prairie View A&M covers easily. Save you the trouble. South Dakota against Montana, and Montana is 12-1.
I like the Grizzlies at home. I think they'll get it done and cover the 7.5.
And Illinois State against UC Davis, 5:00 game.
Well, Illinois State pulled off the upset of the year last week, beating North Dakota State 29-28. I like Davis at home, laying 2 and a hook.
I agree with you. We've talked about this game, but Boise State and Washington, 9-point spread.
So I like Washington, and I like the over in this football game. Now, everyone's on Boise, but the game's in Seattle at Husky Stadium, so I like Washington. I think they're just a better football team. They're a Big Ten team, and I think they'll beat Boise's ass.
I think it's fair enough. Hey, just for shits and giggles, if you don't mind, can I throw out a couple of the games going into the week? I just got a couple of them I want to bounce off.
Yeah.
All right, real quick. Troy and Jacksonville State playing on Tuesday. 2.5
I told
points.
you I like Troy.
Yeah, you did. You did. Old Dominion, South Florida. That's Wednesday, Scott.
South Florida, I think will beat the shit out of them.
I think it's just so you know, for me, that's a best bet. Louisiana and the Blue Hens.
I
Wednesday.
like the Blue Hens. I like them at home to win that game.
Yeah, they're getting points, getting 3 plus the hook. If you actually, FanDuel will give you that, but it's minus 118. All right, I'm going to give you one more game before I burn the whole week on you. It's Missouri State, Scotty, against Arkansas State.
I like Arkansas State at home laying 1.5.
I agree. We got any? Hang on one second.
And by the way, Alabama and Oklahoma play in Norman on Friday night.
Yep.
It's the first playoff game, and I think Oklahoma's going to beat them.
Yeah, I told you, I'm leaning on the other side of that one. Can I take you to the NHL for tonight's game? There's a pretty good slate, Scott. I'd love to get your
and
picks.
by the way, just so we're clear, I think I screwed up and said the Knicks were playing tonight. It's tomorrow night they play Orlando.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to beat Orlando tomorrow night.
I agree with you. It's a Vegas party. Tonight, Scott, I'm just going to hit you with a couple of hockey. And actually, we've got some Saturday action, too, which we might as well cover. Chicago against St. Louis.
Well, look, no comment because it's part of the pay package. But I'm going to go over to 5.5 goals at the very least for you here.
That's fair. Oh, I love that play. And AI's got that game at 7.2. Great, good pick. Utah against Seattle, Scotty.
I like Utah at home, and I like the over 5.5.
Yeah, and I like the goal line, just so you know. I actually like them on the goal line. Saturday, Scott, Anaheim against New Jersey.
Now, I love these bets on Saturday. I am tuned in to Saturday's hockey. I like the Devils at home. Markstrom will win that game at the Rock. That's something I'm interested in betting on right here and right now.
Got it. Ottawa against Minnesota.
Ottawa won and cashed a ticket for me last night. They'll lose this game in St. Paul.
San Jose against Pittsburgh.
I mean, the Penguins blow, and Sheloffs is in goal. Just so everyone knows, they traded Tristan Jarry today to the Edmonton Oilers for Stuart Skinner and some trash. So here's the deal. The Penguins have a Russian goalie who they drafted last year, and he has been incredible in the K. He's been incredible in the East Coast Hockey League. He's been incredible in the AHL this year. He's literally right now in the AHL with a 95% save percentage. He is a phenomenal goalie who they're saying is one of the greatest young upstart goalies that will come into the NHL in a long time, that he's that good. So they traded away Jarry. Now, let me say this about Jarry. He has blown cock since he's been in the NHL, but this year he's been, for the first time ever, a legitimate goalie. I've watched him his last 5 games up close and personal. I've seen him live and I've seen him on TV. He has been fantastic. He has been saving at around a 93% clip. He's been incredible. He got beat by Dallas in a shootout on a Rantanen goal. All I know is they were up 2-1 in that game until a minute left and an extra attacker, and they gave up the goal. This guy has been on fire. That's why Edmonton wanted him. They gave him the shitty Stuart Skinner goalie that's been starting in the playoffs for the Oilers in the finals. So that's who the Penguin goalie is now, the veteran. Both their goalies, Sheloffs and this kid Skinner, he's not a kid, he's an old man now. They're both in their final year of their contracts. They're both restricted free agents, so they can do whatever they want with them. But here's the deal. Next year, the Penguins will have this kid from Russia playing in goal for them every single fucking night. He's going to be a stud. He's the future of the Penguins. Trust me, he's like such a great goalie. He's like a Lemieux or a Crosby draft pick. He's that good of a goalie. He has everywhere he's gone. Right now, he played with the pros in Russia, played with the East Coast, played in the A, and now he's no one can score on him. He's that good. So what I would do is bet against him tomorrow night against Sheila.
All right, let's finish this out because we got to close part
I like
one
the
of our
young Sharks, Mickey. I like the young Sharks. They won last night. I took them last night.
Right.
They have been incredible. Last night they won in Toronto in overtime 3-2. They mean business. Celebrini and company, they have a lot of young talent. They skate like the wind, and they are giving teams problems.
Fair enough. What else you like on Saturday? We've got
I like Tampa at the Islanders. I like Vegas at Columbus. I love the Rangers and Shesterkin. Love the Rangers. Minus $1.39 to beat Montreal. The Penguins can't beat Montreal, but the Rangers can, because the Rangers have the best goalie, and this guy from Montreal sucks dick. They'll lose at the Garden tomorrow night. Carolina and Philly. I like Carolina. Edmonton and Toronto. I think Edmonton can win that game. Toronto sucks. I've watched them play. I like Washington to win in Winnipeg easily. Thompson has been phenomenal in goal. Bet on the Capitals tomorrow before anything else. Bet Shesterkin, bet the Capitals, and bet the Devils with Markstrom. You'll all make money. Florida and Dallas, I like Dallas. Detroit and Chicago. I'll take Detroit. Nashville, Colorado. Lay the goal and a half with Colorado. They're having fucking sex with teams. They're so good. They've already won 30 games. They mean business. Bet on them tomorrow. They'll beat Nashville's ass. That's the fourth game I would bet. And Calgary, LA, I like the Kings on home ice at the Crypt. I'm going to win you a bunch of money in hockey on Saturday. Know that shit. All four of those top four plays will cash.
I love it. Hey, guys, that is it for part one of our weekend extravaganza. We appreciate you, as always, being with us. Make sure you check out profitable.tv. Spell it like the prophet. Prophet. Check us out. We're selling picks. People are making money. Come join us. You'll love it.
Don't fuck chicks at work.
And yeah, don't join us. Don't do what Scott said. We'll talk to you later.